Dang, okay. Okay. It fully properly leveled level 90 Ayaka from Dark, who we have reviewed previously, and now apparently he's basically completed it. And I'm looking at 2,200 attack, and I'm really eyeing that 2,200 attack. Dang, here we go. Okay, right off the bat, having more attack than your base attack is actually a good thing. Not a lot of elemental mastery, which is fine, depending on if you're doing a melt or a freeze team. Usually you do a freeze team with Ayaka, so that's fine. I don't like that crit rate, but because it's a cryo, if you do cryo resonance, you can add another 15%. I don't know Ayaka well enough to know if there's other opportunities to boost crit rate, but if you do cryo resonance, that's what, 48%? So really close to 50, so that's okay. That's okay, and then you can just stack more crit damage, which is fine. Not a lot of energy recharge, but if you're doing cryo resonance, that maybe you have Dione as a Barbary or something, so that should be fine. And then outside of that is pretty standard, okay. Hey, weapon. Oh, right, I forgot about this. I forgot Dark had this weapon. Dang, level 90, fully beautiful crit damage. Dang, a lot of people are jealous about this one. Dang, I forgot you had this weapon. Holy smokers. Okay, we're gonna look at artifacts later, right? He went all in on his hime C2, as we remember from last time. Talents are now, holy shit. A true Ayaka simp with the triple crown. Holy smokers. That is a decked out Ayaka. Triple crown. Oh man, he put in the work on this Ayaka. This Ayaka must be doing some nice damage. Holy smokes. Okay, and right, so the Blizzard Strayer. So you get another 15% right off the bat. Or sorry, 20% with a potential even another 20% on top of that. So 40% more crit rate. So you are adding a lot of crit rate from Ayaka. And so that's fine. So the low crit rate is actually totally fine. And he now has a full set of Blizzard Strayer. So let's take a look at this. Oh, wow. Wow, that is basically a perfect looking substats, that's for sure. I mean, I guess you don't really need elemental mastery if you're doing a freeze comp, so energy recharge instead would have probably been better, but elemental mastery is never a bad thing. And maybe you want to play around with melt every now and then, and you never know, in the overworld you might get the right reaction for elemental mastery, so it's never a bad thing. And I think it only rolled one on elemental mastery, rolled once into attack, rolled once into crit rate, and then rolled, I mean, it just spread out. This is fine. This is still really solid. And considering your stats, this is like really good. And then we get another double crit. Unfortunately, rolled once into defense, but overall you got the double crit stats. You got some energy recharge going. It rolled once into defense, and then the rest went into crit damage and crit rate. So that is a nice solid feather. Good job. Nothing but good stuff. And we got the Sands with, again, more double crit. Unfortunately, rolled into flat HP, but whatever. And it looks like it didn't roll into elemental mastery at all. Obviously, if energy recharge was instead of HP is fine, but I guess a little bit of HP means survivability, so that's never the worst thing in my opinion, but could definitely be better. But look at that crit damage, 20%, that's a solid. That's definitely a solid. And then the Cryo Cup. You got the crit rate, rolled mostly into attack percentage, a little bit into flat attack, and a little bit of HP, but this is a hard one to farm. Unfortunately, the rolls weren't that good in my opinion. You would have probably, I mean, at the end of the day, you don't really need the crit rate on Ayaka considering your build. So I guess that's fine. Going more into attack is fine, although if there's crit damage in there instead, that'd be a really good cup, but you can't really complain with the way it is. And how RNG works. Dang. Absolute dang. And last but not least, let's take a look at this circlet. Holy smokes. Well, now we have an explanation for the really high attack, because he rolled on attack quite a bit. And then no rolls on crit rate, which again is totally fine, all things considered. But yeah, this is a solid Ayaka. Holy smokers. Because I like to review 2 characters at a time, let's take a look at his Rosaria for better or for worse, and it's looking not so bad. Look at that attack, 2000 attack at level 80 out of 80, no elemental mastery, which may or may not be a good or bad thing. We'll see. And wow, that is a lot of attack. I wonder what kind of a weapon he has. No elemental mastery, a little bit of defense. Actually, quite a bit of defense, now that I look at it. A lot of crit rate, not a lot of crit damage. And a lot of energy recharge, and I guess you're using her more as a damage support. Damage, sorry. You kind of just want her for her burst, probably, is what I'm assuming, so that you can get a little bit more freeze on however you use her. That would be my assumption. And a little bit of cryo damage bonus, so you probably have 2-piece Blizzard Strayer, for whatever reason, and I guess that's okay, I don't know. I see quite a bit of HP though. I wonder how his rolls are. And a weapon, we have the Skyward frickin' Harp. What is with the 5-star weapons? Holy smokes. Holy smokes. And level 80 out of 80. So I think still a little bit of work in progress. Energy recharge, that explains everything. Oh, dang, look at. I just got a Rosaria recently and anyways, a 5-star weapon on Rosaria. Dang, this guy loves his cryo characters. Respect. So much respect. Okay, we'll take a look at artifacts later. Constellation 0, so same as me. Although mine's level 20. I still need to work on it. 8 across the board, which is what I would like to have eventually. But dang, nice. Nice. And that being said, let's take a look at the artifacts real quickly. And we got 2-piece Noblesse, 2-piece Blizzard Strayer. So definitely trying to boost the burst and trying to just really effectively use her burst and probably dip out into other characters. So yeah, exactly how I thought Dark would be playing her as. And probably a similar way how I will be playing her as. I just haven't really committed on how I'm going to build her yet. And still a work in progress. Nice rolls on the crit damage. But because this is a flower, I would not have invested it to level 20. I would have left it to level 16 and been more picky and waited until I got double crit stats. Because that's what I do with flowers and feathers nowadays. They're some of the easier ones to farm, so I kind of am a little bit more picky on the crits and crits. But it rolled pretty nicely on the crit damage, so I guess I can't fully complain, except it rolled quite a bit on that flat defense, so I'm gonna say this is not the best flower. But moving on. Okay, this one's fine. This one's fine. Apart from that defense percentage rolls, this is a pretty nicely rolled one. Obviously, you'd want it better on the defense, but getting this one to level 20 was was a good decision, I think. Got the attacks, got the crit damage, got a little bit of crit rate. Can't complain. And finally, the stands, we got the double crits, so nice. The healthy energy recharge, and it looks like you didn't roll at all into HP, so I say good job. Nice happy rolls into crit damage. Really can't complain on this one. This is another good piece. Holy smokes. And a goblet with attack percentage, which I guess, I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, clearly you were focusing your cryo cup on your Ayaka, so maybe you don't have another one to spare. And I guess attack isn't the worst thing in the world. And I actually don't know how much cryo damage Rosaria provides. I know if you want to do her DPS, you kind of want to go physical, if I remember correctly. So I can't really judge this completely. Attack is fine. It's like the next best thing to like an element. And since this is more of a burst support kind of thing, energy recharge is actually not that bad. So this is like okay, I guess. Borderline okay. And last but not least, ew, oh no, so unlucky. Oh, this is not a piece you want to get to level 20. What were you thinking? Leave this at level 16 and farm for something better. Holy smokes, do you guys see what I'm seeing? It rolled on everything that you don't want, and crit damage was not touched a single time. And Dart got this to level 20? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You didn't even need that much crit rate, if I remember correctly. Like, you would have gotten it to like 28% crit rate, so you would have lost like maybe 3 to 5% crit rate. That's still above 50%. You did not need to get that to level 20. What were you thinking? What were you thinking? Oh no. Oh no. This is like worst decision 101. Oh, you got the 5 times experience? Oh my gosh. 5 times experience, so it rolled into 20. Dang. Still, doesn't matter. You got it to level 20. I don't think 5 times... Oh, dark. This is... I hope you get rid of this soon. And that's that for Dark's review round 2. What do you guys think, chat? How was it? How was it?